Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a gas pump telephone, and it's of course a Gulf gas pump telephone. And this gas pump telephone, we've done an initial video on this telephone showing what was wrong with it. And this telephone was sent in by another repair telephone company, and it's not uncommon that we get telephones in from other repair companies. We get them in all the time. And so anyway, we did an initial checkout of this gas pump telephone, and we showed that when we tried to check it out in the initial checkout, that it was acting really funny. You could try to take it off hook and then it would hang back up. Sometimes it would just dial fives. If you could get the telephone to come on and go on hook, what would happen was it would dial fives and continually do that and things every time you hung it up and then picked it back up. So we showed that we were going to troubleshoot this telephone and go ahead and repair it, and that's exactly what we did. Went through the board, troubleshooted the board, found the problems. We also had a problem with the hook switch, and we had some issues with the keypad and the dialing IC. So basically we had to go through it and repair the telephone. Now this telephone dials out in a pulse mode. It doesn't have a tone setting, so it only dials out in the pulse mode. And we're going to go ahead and do some final checks on this telephone now, because what we want to do is check it out and then get it back to our customer that is a repair, a telephone repair company, and so they can get it back to their customer. So we'll go ahead and do some final checks here. I'm going to go ahead and ring the phone. We'll let that go a couple times. I'll give it one more ring. And now we can see that it sees the hook, and I'll give you some dial tone. And if you look at this telephone, basically what happens here is this is your receiver, and there's little holes in there where they have the receiver capsule. And then down here there's a little hole, and that's for the microphone. And then of course on the bottom we have our numbers that you dial. And as you can see, there's no other switches. It's just a hook switch. And then we have a mute for where the star button would be. And then I believe it's kind of like a redial. But we'll have to check all that out. This is the final checkout. But I'm going to give you some dial tone. And I'm going to go ahead, if you watch the analyzer, I'm going to go ahead and dial all the numbers. Takes a little bit longer to dial out and pulse. I'm going to end in a 2. And if I tap on this, or I'm going to go ahead and hit mute. I'll hold mute here while I'm testing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and transmit into it. If you see the red light on the analyzer, you're going to see it light every time I talk. That's an indication of 100% modulation. But I'm going to go ahead and count to 6, and when I get to about 3, I'm going to press the mute button, because you have to hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can tell that the mute button does work, but it's not the type of button that you can hit and then let off of it. When you're talking, you actually have to hold the button. So when I let go of this button, you might see the analyzer, the light on the analyzer flash a little bit. See that? And then you can tap on it and get some transmit. But then your mute is actually working. Now another thing that we want to do, I want to hang up, and I want to see if this redials, and there it goes. It's going to go ahead and redial. You can almost hear them pulses. I'll do that one more time. See, you can hear the pulses through the receive. So, you know, it's a really cool telephone. It's a gas pump telephone, and it seems to be working just fine now. It's been repaired. We troubleshooted it, repaired it, and it's a pretty cool telephone. Now what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug into a regular telephone line and give you some dial tone. And I'm going to dial time and temp number.
Good morning. Credit issues? Apply by phone anytime at 622-4600. 622-4600. Same day approval available. Today is Saturday, September 17th. The time is 1:13. Current temperature 64 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows around 50. Cloudy on Saturday, 20% chance of a shower, highs around 70.
Okay, so now here's another thing that we want to do. I'll dial my number and then it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. So we know the telephone is fully functional now. I'll go ahead and plug the telephone back into the analyzer, and I'm going to go ahead and ring it one last time. I'm going to go ahead and dial out again, because one of the issues with this telephone on the initial checkout is it was acting very, it was doing all kinds of weird stuff to the analyzer, and it would go off hook, come on hook, go off. Sometimes it would dial, most of the time it would dial 5 if you got dial tone, and it was dialing a 5 all the time on its own. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the numbers one more time. I'm going to end it at 2. I'll let you hear the pulses. And then I'm going to hang up, give you some dial tone, and I'm going to hit the redial one more time. So we know the telephone. I'll go ahead and transmit into the microphone area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know the telephone works, and it's a really cool novelty type telephone, and I'm sure it's highly collectible. you know, because people collect everything nowadays, and that's cool. And so here's one that's repaired, and they'll be able to get it back to their customer or sell it or whatever they're going to do with it. And this is basically sent in by another repair company for us to repair and send back to them. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.